What is up, family? Welcome to the Daily Devo. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be talking about belonging to the truth. 1 John 3:19, let's just get right into the text. It says, "This is how we know that we belong to the truth and how we set our hearts at rest in his presence." So what is this talking about? In the previous Devo, we talked about how action has to follow love. And this is what he is saying here. Our actions will show that we belong to truth, so we will be confident when we stand before God. As believers, we know that there is only one way to the Father, and that's through the Son, Jesus. So do people know that? Do people know who you belong to? If I were to ask somebody, hey, do you belong to God? What would their response be? Let me tell you a quick story about my kids. So we're at a trampoline park and having the time of my life. And when I mean my kids, I mean me and my kids. Yes, I was also jumping. I'm a child. I'm a big child. But anyways, we were having the time of our life. I lost my kids for a second. Well, I didn't lose them. I just was having so much fun on my own that I didn't know where they were at the time. But I was like, it's fine. They'll figure it out. We're all here. And then I had this parent approach me. And this parent was like, "Are these your kids over here?" And for a second, I was like, I mean, it depends on what you're going to say. It depends on what follows up after that. But I was like, yeah, those are my kids. And the dad was like, "I just want to let you know how well-behaved your kids are. There was a problem that they were doing, and your daughter really handled that well in the problem solution." That is one of the greatest feelings a parent can ever have. Because what it meant was that the lessons that we are teaching them in our household, they were standing with our children. So let's just repeat the verse one more time. "This is how we know that we belong to the truth and how we set our hearts at rest in his presence. If our hearts condemn us, we know that God is greater than our hearts and he knows everything." Dear friends, if our hearts do not condemn us, we have confidence before God and receive from him anything we ask because we keep his commands and do what pleases him. So the same thing that happened with that parent and my children, it pleased me to know that they were doing right by our parenting and by our training. And this is the same exact thing we should expect from our Heavenly Father. We want people to know, okay, he belongs to Christ by the way he acts, by the way he speaks, by the way he looks, listens, loves, talks to people. So that's the challenge that I have for you today. Do people know that you belong to the truth? What is the truth? In John 14:6, he is the way, the truth, and the life. So the truth that we belong to is Jesus. And it also says that the truth will set you free. Jesus is the truth, and he came to set the captive free. So when we are saying that we belong to truth, we are saying that we belong to Jesus. We belong to the creator of the universe. So in our daily walk as believers, in our daily walk as lovers of Christ, are our actions reflecting who we belong to? Can people tell that we are believers, that we have a home, that we have ownership and our lordship when it comes to Christ? So whether it's in this Devo or the ones that came before, I really want you to think about it. Who do you belong to?